G'day and welcome to the Sizzler presented by the Jindy Disc Golf Store. We are in Canberra at Weston Park on Lake Burley Griffin. Thanks to Gatekeeper Media for sharing this fantastic coverage created by Australia's very own Parked Media. My name is Andrew Ferguson. I'm here together with Timmy Bohan, Paddy Robinson. We are the Tee Off Podcast, and make sure you look us up wherever you get your podcasts.
Yeah, it's been some fine weather so far, and I think this is going to be the warmest day. So let's bring it on. Zac James coming out firing with a 7 down, taking the lead over Blake Houston, who shot a 6. Tim Bohan, the Tee Off's own, at a 3, and Dan Frost rounding it out 2 with a 3 as well. Lukey Bain hanging in there with a 2 under. Paul Phillips, Ryan Deere on a 1, and a couple of boys on even. So yeah, look out. Let's see how this round goes, eh?
This round was meant to have 50 millimetres of rain at one point, and I'm stoked that we have stellar conditions because I don't want the rain, Paddy. Don't know about you.
Tim, that never happens for you, mate.
Never. I'm normally known to bring the rain. Hole 1, fantastic hole to start off. No real danger off the tee. Just crush a disc out as far as you possibly can, and then approach this heavily wooded guarded basket. You can go on the left or the right hand side.
Look at this.
Oh boy.
Did they slow you down then?
That's a stitch up. Thanks, Kyle. Thanks, Ash. Massive stitch up.
Hi guys. Hi.
I have a face for podcasting, boys. I don't like the fact that I'm on the cameras here.
Oh, I do. And this is my favourite time to commentate.
Yeah.
69, representing Highs and Flight, we have Zac James.
Hey, Zac James.
Fellow Heiser Flight team member Zac James on the up and up. Canberran local and can absolutely shred. Deadly from C2, and he's got a beautiful low-driven Heiser sort of backhand drive up his. That's his main go-to shot.
There's 3 Heiser flops on the top card.
Oh, righto. Oh, boy. This is looking way turned over from Zac. I did say no danger off the box, but that is actually danger being in the rough over there, and he may even have a sort of straddle out pattern pending shot.
Mate. Hey, Blakey. Can you still pick up Blake Houston shirts? They look pretty cool.
I think you can. Have a little squiz on the AusDiscs website there, Paddy.
Yeah.
Don't tell Fergie, your flying disc store sponsor, that you're shopping on a rival site. But
That's fine. Support the community.
That's it. And look,
Support
Blakey's,
Hades over at the AusDiscs there.
that's it. And Blake's going to be representing Australia at the Team Games later this year. So
World Team
definitely-
Games
yep.
in China.
That's
Look
it.
out.
Blake's roosted this one nice and high, and he's gonna get that 150 marker again. No, not today.
Probably a bit more height than he wanted.
it's a little human-like from Blake there.
Hey, mate, where's the rep in the
The
tee off?
Bohan.
Yeah, I got to
mate.
say, I forgot to mention the podcast.
It's the most important sponsor, mate.
Lucky I'm here to mention it on the comms. Make sure you check us out on Spotify, Australia's premier disc golf podcast, if you don't mind.
Oh, Tim, I like this. Maybe a bit high.
Yeah, look, I was a little nervous, fair to say, but
Yeah.
we put our backhand out there and we're safe.
Lovely.
And
That's
a little tucked off to the left there,
Bit
but we're
short.
okay.
And finally, also on a score of 73, presented by Jindy Disc Golf Shop and Edie, we have Dan Frost.
Dan Frost here. Didn't know he was a West Coast Eagles supporter. He's got the old footy club shirt on. Oh, no, that's Eagle. My bad.
Sponsored by Edie, who is in fact his Labrador.
Oh.
Golden Retriever, I think, actually.
Mate, Dan shouts out his dog and you don't give us a shout out.
Well, his dog was actually a whole sponsor. So his dog sponsored, I think, one of the later holes in the round.
Yeah, looks a bit sunny today.
Mate, she was cooking out there.
Yeah.
And, oh, boy, Zachy, how did you find this particular spot on hole 1 at the Sizzler? It's the widest fairway in Australia.
Are we going?
Oh,
Forehand roller. Oh, that's a mess. Don't go back in there.
I don't think he actually was going for the roller there. I think he was trying to sort of flex a forehand in that little, above that branch. But that's not ideal to start from Zac. I don't think he can get up and down from there in his wildest dreams.
Oh, this has got a good move on it. Has it got the length?
It's going that secret Canberran backhand line that just
damn.
where no trees exist.
Beautiful. Yeah, didn't hit one thing.
Not one tree.
Damn, this looks a little high,
It's a
but leaking to the left side. Yeah, that's all right, mate.
The side's nice and open. It's a little tricky if you don't drive far enough to be on top of the crest of the hill because you have to throw over the crest and keep your disc nose down somehow.
Dan's, he started this one out right and it stayed right and he's left himself
Yeah,
quite a
Zachy.
bit to get up and down.
Zachy, that is not great. He'll be
Maybe-
throwing his fourth from a tricky little spot. Have to skirt through the trees and try and save a bogey at this point.
Maybe feeling a little bit of nerves on the card. First time leading in a Aussie major.
Yeah, maybe. He's taken a knee and look at the trees. Look at the line he's got. Oh, that's fantastic. No,
I
back
don't
edge of
know.
the circle, actually. No, not great.
All right, Timmy. This is a 16-meter putt
Mate,
to
this is
start
you
off.
all day. You love these ones.
Oh, geez, we must play disc golf a bit together. We knew that was going in.
Smile, Tim, mate. Come on,
Yeah.
run it in and
Mate,
smile.
I'm just stunned I actually hit a C2 putt on camera. Generally, the camera takes 60 rating points off my score, but we snuck that one in. Good catch by the Rats.
In the heart.
Of course it is, mate.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Look out.
Get yours today at the Flying Disc Store. Rat Ace, the basket for you.
So Zachy unfortunately can't cash in
Oh, Dan.
the putt, and Dan cleans up the birdie. But the capitulation for Zach on the first hole, taking the double, opening the door widely for Blake Houston to
He's
have a
parked.
3-shot swing if he cashes this birdie.
Blake licking his chops.
Do you reckon Dan just went to the local and just got a shiatsu massage for that neck is not looking stiff.
As we take a peek at hole 2, what have we got here, Fergs?
It's a 94-metre par 3. It's trouble on the left. You don't want to find yourself in those conifers. Most people are opting kind of for the backhand. There is a bit of a flexi forehand as well. I think we saw Blake go that flexi forehand with the Raptor in the previous round.
No doubt Tim is going to show us the backhand line all day, aren't you,
Oh,
Timmy?
mate, I'm a
Yep.
proficient backhand thrower.
Yeah. Oh, this looks money.
Yeah.
Maybe going to leak out a bit, but the tree saves him.
Yeah, it's a very good hitting the edge of that stuff and just settling on the edge of circles, no problems at all.
All right. Is this coming out at 45 degrees, Tim, or what?
I think I do.
Oh, there it is.
I did shank that one.
That's
clean too.
That was actually the good line, just higher, so that you can sort of use that left side fairway.
Is that your shadow fax?
No, that's
No?
my D1.
D1, yeah. Lovely.
Dan here going for the backhand. He's just got to get through those trees, but no, he gets caught up a bit.
So, Zach, let's see if you can steady the ship after a very shaky start. This is looking nice.
Oh.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah, friendly little kick forward, and I've said he's a deadly C2 putter. He's going to have a chance to show that off.
I know who's a deadly C2 putter.
Some days, mate.
One
Some
for
days.
one, mate. You're 100%
Here we
at
go.
the moment from C2.
Back to back. Do it. Do it.
Oh, I like the angle. Let's
Yeah,
come back.
go.
Oh, nice layup.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice layup.
Very good layup.
Dan, he's eyeing up a line. See if he can give that a bit too. That is a high line. Goodness me.
Just caught a bit of cabbage.
Threw it out of frame. Here we go, Zachy, just outside the circle. This would go a long ways to steadying the ship and getting that confidence after a rocky start.
Oh, beautiful.
Bang.
Mate, that is a response. That is a response. Very nice.
It's going to have to keep it up, though, because Blake is, again, putting from deep inside C1 for another birdie.
Yeah.
Good effort from there. Nice little stabby
2 from 2.
putt.
Don't know how I feel about getting out flex forehand by Blake, but I'll get over it.
Dan just to tap in. Lovely. And Timmy,
I'll eventually tap in
surely
as well.
you're not stuffing that up.
You'd hope not. Have done so, though.
Look at all these Heiser flight umbrellas everywhere. Next up, hole 3, 213-meter par 4. You got a pretty tight line, but you might see these boys go pretty high and spike just to get out into the open. You don't want to leak too far as that path is out of bounds. Then you've got this river of OB to a bit of a kind of island-like basket. It's a pretty fun hole, this one.
Definitely a scary one. Not if you're Blake, though, because you can go up and around
Is that
that
around
tree.
that one?
Yeah, it's
That's gross.
inhuman-like power. And
Yeah.
just picturesque landing zone.
That's a big roost.
Yeah, it takes a lot of power, boys. The trees, they look small on camera, but they're certainly not.
Well, this one's looking skinny and, gets caught up in that corner.
That's a horrible spot to be for Zachy.
Timmy, we're seeing a backhand. Look out.
Backhand?
Yeah, look, I
He
hate...
doesn't know how to spell it.
Tim. Actually, that's the miss to make.
And look, I'll take the tree kick too. Hitting that
Yeah.
tree on the right. Just after you've seen Zach go early, you're like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. Well, this looks a bit too straight from Dan.
Yep, hitting it as well. But it's quite often the backhand sort of,
Yeah.
because they're fading left, they'll kick you out left, which is great.
Zach, no option but to lay this one up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, Tim, it's the miss to make, really, because you'll be able to punch through far enough just to get in a good position there.
Yeah, and Dan, a little bit awkward. Didn't quite get kicked out left as far as I did, so having to go to the knee. And look, it's a little uncomfortable here. You sort of want to be tucked up against the roadside for a better approach to the basket, but you obviously don't want to go OB. And Dan looks like he's yoinked that.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, and it didn't fade at all. That is a massively unforced error. And you're about to see another one.
Oh, no.
Are you going for it?
No,
That's
look, I was going
leaking.
for the layup, and we just leaked it. Not enough flex.
There's nothing worse.
And I was telling myself, why didn't you throw it backhand?
Yeah, mate.
I was being greedy because if you're tucked up against the roadside, there's a clean forehand approach. But
Yeah, okay.
if you sort of throw it backhand and fade all the way left, the forehand's blocked a little bit by that big bushy tree on the left-hand side there.
Oh,
This one needs to get up. No, it's not going to do it.
Too low. Straight into the Jindy Disc Golf sign there. And, you're about to see a little bit of controversy, boys. That shot that Zach just threw
Did it slip
actually
under?
slid under the placards and got onto the green.
Wow.
But none of us went ahead to go see if it did that. We just assumed it was OB.
And so he threw. Oh,
So you're about to see Zachy proceed to the drop zone, and Blake,
Blake.
Just needs to
skips
skip
the
up.
No.
Oh, and that's very, very lucky. I can tell you right now, Blake was not intending to play the skip shot, but he's done it to a plum, and he will take that.
Oh, this one's leaking out left.
And that is really no chance from Dan. That's a horrible, horrible start to hole 3 for Dan. Haven't quite made it to the drop zone yet, so we're throwing a forehand from the fairway. The tricky sort of one, this one. I'm just sort of considering the skip shot that Blake just did. You just want to put this close, take my bogey and move on.
Yeah, this
Yeah, it looks good.
Bit long.
Did scoot a little long, and I'm in the depths of the jungle there, so not happy boy.
Yeah.
In the circle, so
Zach's we still don't know that he's in bounds right now.
I mean, we just gave it no chance. It looked like it hit the meaty part of the wall, so we gave it no chance. He's laid up from the drop zone.
Oh, Dan.
Oh, go.
Far out.
Oh,
Almost
He's hit metal twice.
Yeah, he almost got it in round 1. And then we rocked up, and we've seen Zach. You can see his blue disc there. It scooted under the placards by quite a lot.
didn't it?
You can see the blue line is the OB line. It's actually about a full disc and a bit off the wall. So we really just gave it absolutely no chance. And really unfortunate break for Zach, because he would have been putting for a par.
So
there's no
misplay.
A misplay.
Yeah.
And the ruling on the misplay is if you've thrown one shot after the misplay, that shot gets disregarded, and then you play from the correct lie with a one-shot penalty.
So you're still disregarding the shot. So it not goes against the score.
Yeah, disregard the shot. He just plays from where he should have played from in the first place with a one-shot penalty.
So he's putting for 5.
Yeah, there's actually a different rule if you've taken more than one shot after a misplay, but he's only taken one, so that's the rule.
Oh,
Tim.
And I would have loved that one to stick,
Yeah.
Fergs, because that would have been for bogey.
Look,
and
you can only mark baskets so good.
hey, come on, that
Hitting
was
dead centre
That was
again.
strong
Yeah.
side, strong side, Fergs.
Oh, Zach.
Zachy, unfortunately.
Yeah. He's probably a bit rattled there, I'd say.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that was such an unfortunate break. He's in for the double, and look,
Jeez.
you just got to move on after this point. He's already racked up 2 doubles in 3 holes. Not a good start when you're on the lead card, but he can look at his good mate Dan and say, at least I didn't get a triple as he moves on to hole 4. Alrighty, after 2 doubles and a triple, we're going to move on to hole 4, 108 metre par 3. The left-hand side that the drone is flying down now is the inbound side. The right-hand side of that tree line is hazard. Pretty treacherous hole, this one. You've also got the road left OB and the road long OB, which Dave Perry found out, unfortunately, in the first round.
And this is the widest tee pad in the world.
And that's a risky shot from Blake, and unfortunately landed at the very end of the hazard there, and it's a borderline call, that one. I'm going to get up and have a good look at it in a minute.
Oh,
This
mate.
is looking great from Zac.
The very late turn. Fantastic shot from Zachy. Landing on the circle, in the circle is great from that spot.
Damn, this
Out
looks
of the
like it's
hand.
got a good move. Bit too stable, maybe.
Look, I'm playing this one for a C2 putt, to be fair. I don't
Okay.
want to take on that hazard at all. And I know that grass there on the back left side is very grabby. I can throw something stable, fade out and have a C2 look.
And this is high out of the hand. Manages to sneak through, though. He might check up.
Are you
in a
surprised,
similar
Fergs?
fashion.
Are you surprised? And this is
Oh.
Blake's here.
Oh, what?
So, hang on.
So at first glance, it looked a clear OB for my eye. And then it was like his disc is actually pushing down the grass that has the blue spray paint on it. So it was just so hard to call. And it did look like there'd been some blue paint worn
Is
away.
that hazard or OB there?
That's hazard.
Okay, so
It doesn't change the line, I guess. So it just changes the fact that he has to play it from where it lies.
Okay, and the call was...
We ultimately called it inbounds, which I think
Yeah, right.
I think was the right call, but as I said, very difficult to say. So a lot of it just went down to the benefit to the player.
If Blake wasn't wearing a Heiserflight shirt,
Hang on a minute.
what would have been the call?
I mean, look, if it was one Paddy Robinson and he had flying disc or ace hole on the back, I'd call that OB and move on within 3 seconds. But
Bit outnumbered on that hole.
no, look,
Three
I'm
Heiserflights.
playing for the win here, Fergs. So look, I'm not going to gift a shot to Blakey boy. But I
Come on,
think
boys. We just missed a huge comeback,
Putt from
Zac.
Zachy.
Huge putt.
Well,
How's the card? He's gone double birdie, double birdie.
That is roller coaster.
that is
Yeah.
Skittles. All the colours of the rainbow.
As we see the rest of us par out, and we'll move on to Crush Rock Fergie.
Crush Rock, it is sure is a par for 221 metres. You've got OB on the left-hand side. You want to kind of either off the tee, probably a big over-the-top kind of turnover, and you finish up here to the elevated basket with 4,000 million ants.
Not wrong. As we see, I see a really cool line from Blake and Dan on this one, but Zach's going the more traditional route, low and driven straight up the guts, popping up nicely, and this is absolutely ideal. Want to get about 120 metres off the tee so that you can go a comfortable forehand into the basket.
Blake, here's that up and over.
Oh, no.
Oh, his highs have flipped it. I like it.
Yeah, they're
got
going
a
the
turn, though.
very, very
No
left
way.
line,
I was
and
like,
this was tracking straight
Oh,
OB.
Straight to the Daihatsu? No.
And
Wow.
it settled down inbounds. It was definitely not turned over enough, but you take that.
A little bit of that tree love rubbing off on Blake.
That was asking a lot. Oh, Timmy.
Yeah, I'll take some tree love.
Yeah, right.
I've quite often accidentally gone through
Call
the
me
V tree there.
three-time, mate.
Hey. We're hitting the very, very edge of that tree if at best. This is a great angle from Dan. The camera can't capture it because it's 50 miles up in the air. It is fading out, but no danger of OB, and he's gotten huge distance off the box, which is exactly what you want.
I think they went straight through that contrail in the sky there.
Yeah, Timmy, I like the chances of getting this pretty close from you here.
Yeah, it's a roost from here. I would have liked to have been a little closer off the box, but I've given it a good bid, and we're settling up just outside
okay.
par. Outside par. That's actually true. Just outside C1 putting distance.
Geez, Blake, with a lot of luck on that first drive and really capitalising, he's got to look at the bird now.
Yeah, in the circle on this hole is what you want. It's very elevated, so it's hard to give it a full run from distance. Haven't seen too many forehands out of Zach.
Jeez,
Should
that's
throw
got-
more because that's got some heat on it.
Yeah, look at this.
It's going to check up just nice.
Excellent
Beautiful.
shot. Helps to get that extra distance off the box that Zach got.
Dan going for the up and over. This needs to get a little bit more turn. It's going to hyzer out and probably leave him C2.
Yeah, deep C2.
Not quite enough turn there.
It's a great hole, this. I really like the two shot shapes.
Yeah, it's a fantastic hole. And there is scramble potential out to the right as well. So just outside the circle, boys. I've been short in the last 2 C2s. We want this one. We just flooded it
Good
out
line.
of hand.
What are you putting with, Tim?
Good question. The PA3s in 300 soft. Just a bit high from Blake. It was one of those days out there too where very, very hot. Fingers are swelling. Very, wasn't happy with the grip on the putter all day in this round.
Beautiful from Zac there.
Zac,
Gee whiz.
allergic to pars is Zac James. But he's steadying the ship after a rocky start.
Yeah, maybe some of the nerves are just starting to settle, and yeah, that's a good birdie to get.
Absolutely.
No straddle.
Nah, from the tap in range we go the other putt. Got my reasons for it, Fergs. Don't question me on it.
Never again.
As we move on to hole 6, which is a cracking one. Paddy.
All right, 126 meter par 3. As you can see, lots of trees in the way. You want to try and navigate there. There's a forehand here, but we did see a couple of flex backhands that got pretty close somehow getting through these gaps. So, yeah, I think we'll see a mixture of both. Tim, I doubt that you're going to throw a backhand on
Mate, I love this hole. It's got Timmy Bohan written all over it. Finally, a flex forehand hole for my grasp.
This looks nice out of the hand from Zac.
Again, just doesn't believe in trees, Zac James, on this hole.
Yeah, he's got a look. Maybe edge of circle. Blakey, he went the backhand last time. Looks like he's doing this again.
Yeah, this backhand line is interesting. I would have thought I'd see a lot more forehands. And that is fading, and it needs to get down. There is an OB line out there on the left. Looks like he's settled up short. But no, he's found the OB. And look, he's right on the bloody line again, boys. I'm just like, Blakey, can't you make it clear cut for us?
Oh, Tim.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, boy. Did I grasp the flex forehand with 2 hands?
All right, tune in for next week's Park Clubhouse for a lamb shank.
Do you know how frustrated I was at that shot? It was like finally a shot that I'm very comfortable with, and we hit the very first tree.
Oh,
Dan's hit the second tree.
Joe, the amount of trees that we haven't seen hit, I'm happy to see a couple. I'll be honest.
Yeah, and boys, I got a shocking shocking kick here.
Hey, that's dead and unattached.
I just need a massive human to come and move this massively dead branch for me. But I'm trying to work out how to actually
What are you
get to
doing?
it. I'm trying to work out how to get to me disc, Fergs.
Okay.
And actually have a swing here.
Straddle a branch, that'll do it.
Yeah.
Mind the splinters.
Don't want to ruin me beautiful Heiser Flight jersey either. Or lose an eye.
You're an audiologist. How's that stick in the ear there, mate?
Yeah, no, we don't worry about that.
Ooh, this looks good.
It's going to get through.
It was great. It just caught the very last one. Just a little high. The line was perfect, though.
Yeah.
Very disappointing.
Dan, forehand. What's that, number 3?
Did I say this is dance distance? Oh,
that's so much flex.
oh my goodness.
That's an absolute meat hook.
Is that a what is that? That thing is a meat hook.
So Blake was so close to inbounds here, but unfortunately on the line was actually the inside line of those bollards, so he was given an OB.
Tim, good line, just a bit low.
No chance. Yeah, not happy with that attempt, that's for sure. So Zac James taking a knee from just the edge of the circle.
Oh, mate.
Look at
yes. So much pop in that.
He's
from the knee. Jeez.
He's even for the round with 2 double bogeys.
Yeah, and he's just rocked up a turkey.
Zac James.
Enjoy yourself.
Blake, unfortunately, in for the bogey.
Yeah, and now he's back to 1 stroke behind him.
And I'm tapping at bogey myself. So, yeah, a bit of a rough start for the lead card, fair to say. Hole 7, 98 metre par 3. It's a new hole. You can throw a forehand under these branches on the left-hand side here and keep it high enough to not rely on the skip because the grass is very grabby. There is a sneaky backhand hyzer line that takes on a lot of trees. We'll probably see Dan and Zac take that line. Didn't quite suss it out because it does look like we're throwing through a forest. But as I said, the Canberra boys don't believe in trees.
They believe in
Jeez.
skips. Almost
Zach's thrown it too low, but a massive skip. And he's just outside in C2 putting for the bird. Dan with his Cloud Breaker 3.
Just getting a bit caught up.
Yeah. Finally. He's like, oh, I didn't sneak through. What happened? I'm not salty, boys. As we see Blake go even higher, he's going above all the trees, trying to crash into this sort of guardian canopy here.
Oh,
And he's
wow.
genuinely pinned it. That takes a lot of power. This hole is very uphill. It's probably a little too uphill for the forehand, which is why I see a lot of backhands.
Timmy Bohan. Up the guts with the flex forehand.
Oh,
This
Tim.
looks juicy.
Tim, come on.
Has it
Get-
got the legs?
Almost. We're sort of
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
just
What?
sneaking into
Inside?
the edge
Edge
of
of
the circle.
circle.
I
Solid
can't
tip.
remember. It might be just outside or just on the edge.
That's
Tell
good.
you
You can
what.
jump putt then.
Yes, absolutely. I'm sort of not super confident after the last few C2 attempts haven't been really good enough for my standings. So we'll see how we go.
Man,
Zac
I'm-
James after the skip forward.
Oh,
yes.
Look out.
Oh, he just hung that hand out there for that extra second.
How good's the step putt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like I
Knows,
snuck in the circle, boys.
knows Blake's absolutely parked too. Oh, Timmy, you're
take
getting an ace tattoo.
You'll take it, right?
I'll take that catch.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Lobbed him up. Don't know what that was, but look, we'll take it.
That is a great catch. Blake, after that absolute park job, just tap it in.
Yeah, look, he had a mild blemish on the last hole, but he is cooking. 3 under par for the round through 7 holes is absolutely steaming ahead, particularly when you got Zac James that's already racked up 2 doubles. We'll see Dan tap in the par. We move on to hole 8, Fergie, new one.
Beer
Yeah,
favourite
hole
there.
8, new one, 123 metre par 3. The basket kind of used to be a bit more straighter. Well, there it is there in the shot. But now we're further down near the water. Most people going for a big high hyzer around the right-hand side over those trees.
Yeah, it's all about how much do you trust your disc up high in the wind with Lake Burley Griffin right behind it.
That's looking,
Zach
it's
doesn't-
leaking.
Doesn't trust his disc very much. He's over near the pad of hole 9.
That's checked up all right. You might even have a look there. Yeah, Blake going, I'm assuming something pretty overstable.
Yeah, this is one of his Venoms. He was
Yeah.
rocking Venom on most shots out here at Weston. Nice big open track to exhibit his distance.
Yeah,
Yeah, he started out on a good line, I think, and that'll...
this would be parked. Oh, good shot.
Stayed out there.
Yeah,
Catching
not-
cabbage.
Okay.
Maybe a little low, just hit the last sort of batch of trees.
What are you throwing here, Tim?
Rocking the KJ Reverb,
Reverb.
my most overstable disc.
It's
Okay.
looking good. Good line.
Oi.
Oh, there we go.
There's a park job.
Yeah, I was happy with that one. This is a really fun tee shot. Love sort of just throwing your disc out there flat, letting it stall and making sure you don't land in the water.
This is super wide from Dan. He might be able to get round the back. Oh, yeah. Maybe edge of circle.
He's in the buck. Didn't actually see how that finished from the tee pad there, so it was interesting to see how he got to that spot. We thought he must have hit a tree.
Is it? Oh,
Oh, hey.
we're going to see the
Blake's just stumbling. He's thinking about what celebration he's going to rock when he cans this
Kermit.
one.
It's like I've done the...
Oh, close. He wanted to go fishing. I could tell he wanted to go fishing.
Get the Legolas going.
Oh, that was a little high from Zachy. You probably take that branch.
Dan, maybe a 12-metre look?
Nice
can't-
safe putt being behind the basket here. Oh, just top of the tray.
Probably want a little bit more height. Maybe that a couple of those branches getting in his way. What do you boys think about like the tap in from Dan like that? Oh, do you ask before you go and do it, or you just do it?
Oh, I think you just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever said
think-
no? Someone asks, "Oh, can I tap in?" And you just go, "No."
No.
Oh, I will now. Next time you
I think
ask.
especially if you're walking towards, like, the next hole's that direction, you've got, your
Yeah.
bags over there.
I mean, I'll
nice
leave-
birdie there, Tim.
Nice bird
Yeah,
team.
thanks,
Nice bird team. All right. Next up, hole 9, par 4, 268 metres. This is a banging par 4. You want to get a big backhand over that little crest of the hill and then get yourself in a good position, because otherwise you're not getting to this basket. You need a big roost down the hill to this beautiful pin right next to the water.
And I want none of it. 268 metres is too far as I'm concerned, and there's OB left. So I just want to put this out and around and get around the OB out in the open.
This looks pretty
Yeah,
good. If it
that's
checks
a good.
up.
We take a roll as well.
That's a good spot to be, Tim.
That's perfect for me. That's
Nice
all
and
I need to
elevated.
do.
You can get to the basket from there, mate. What are you talking about?
I mean, it's probably 160 from there. Maybe a little downhill, but there's water right there and there's 2 guardian trees. Look, I'll just take the par and move on. Zac James is throwing this straight at the OB. It needs to get lucky. That's a really good counter skip, and that's actually not a bad result.
And we saw Blake get all the way down the hill. I would expect nothing less.
Didn't see any birdies in round 1 this hole,
Oh, I've just
Is he gonna
commentator
make-
cursed him.
No,
and that's a
he's
good
all right.
result too. That was hit the OB line, but settled inbounds. Yeah, didn't see any birdies. Averaged 5.21 in the first round.
Oh, Dan.
This is Dan's Cloudbreaker 3 again. He's throwing this pink disc on every hole.
Yeah,
But that's
that's big.
huge distance.
Very nice.
And he's got sort of the hyzer flip up turnover backhand in his repertoire that he can throw from there.
Oh, it's coming out maybe a little bit low from Zac.
Maybe the third one that we've seen a little bit low from Zac, but shouldn't be any danger there. Should have an easy sort of jump putt, sort of slight throw for the up and down for the par.
Yeah, was Blake going something with a little bit more flip?
Looks like he was a little bit pinched off,
Yeah.
but that's a really great shot.
Yeah.
Hyzer flip that up to straight.
Just playing for par.
Me too. I'm just flexing a forehand out here, going the exact same D1, putting it somewhere close. And I've probably got, I'm not sure, maybe like a 50-metre approach shot for the par from there.
It's a proper champ par 4, this one.
Yeah, big time. And Dan will be going for it. He's got the distance. He's one of Australia's longest throwers. That needs to stay up, though. It's all the way at the water. And snuck around it all.
How good.
And look, he's at about 20 metres for the birdie, which is the closest I've seen anyone get on this new hole.
Blake here throwing his third.
Mm-hmm. I'm not
He's
sure what
maybe
what
overthinking
is.
this one a little bit. Oh, missed the tree.
Oh, that's a
Nice.
solid disc.
Yeah, it looked like he was a little nervous on that shot, but the result doesn't show that.
Does he bag a buzz? I don't know if he does.
I think he does, but
Surely.
that's not what he's flicking, that's for sure. That'll be some version of the zone.
Really nice ground play there from Zac.
Timmy, what's your overstable approach?
This is the beautiful MX1 from Prodigy. Make sure you get yourself one. If you haven't seen the Luke Humphreys reel on the MX1, where he's just acing every hole, it's so sick, mate. It's a great disc.
Come on, Dan. Let's see a birdie. Oh.
Had
Jeez, he's cooked it a bit long as well. He's going to have a little bit of juice there to come back.
yeah.
Nose was kind of up and neutral for once.
You're right. Not quite
Looked
enough
good.
hyzer. You don't often say that on putts, but it needed more
Yeah.
hyzer.
Yeah, great comeback.
Solid comebacker. And look, he'll take the par. As will Zachy after that tee shot that was perhaps a little too low. Very nice par.
Ooh, little left him. No.
Nah,
Nice
it's
one.
just like the flutter though.
Good
I was really struggling with the hands at this point. Yeah, swelling up big time in the Canberra
heat.
heat.
All right, next up, Timmy, hole 10.
109 metre par 3, nice forehand out towards the OB line on the left hand and fading back to the basket's what you need to do. You can take it on with a backhand turnover, but there is a bunch of trees that you need to sort of avoid on the right hand side. You know me, boys, flex forehand all day.
Ooh, has it got enough flex on it? He'll be down there.
Yeah,
Good
just
shot.
not quite committed.
Zac here,
Yeah, like
having a think about it.
big backhand. Doesn't look like there's much wind.
Oh,
That's early.
Yeah, very early, and that tree doesn't let many just through.
Mm.
Even with the Canberran greasy slidey through the
Yeah.
trees powers. So Blake going the forehand today. Does shape up well for the forehand. Does require most of your distance though. He looks like he's popped up something a little flippy though, which is a good way to attack it. And that's just settling in at the very edge of the circle, similar to where I am.
This looks like a putter from Dan.
Does like throwing his drifty putters, sort of that high stall shot.
Bit right.
Yeah, I liked it out of his hand, but he knew his disc wasn't going to fade back at the end, and he's all the way on the right-hand side, which you don't see many people land out in that area. I had no idea whether he was going to have a putt or not.
Jeez, he's sitting in the battlefield.
he's taken on the larpers, must be said. We did see him in round one.
Zach with a nice upshot.
Go on, let's see a big putt. Yeah.
Half a putt, half an upshot.
Oh, Tim.
Oh, the tray. Just feeling
Close.
a little cold from C2 at the moment, boys. It's sort of, when you missed a couple from a similar distance and just lives rent-free in your head.
Yep.
That's where I am.
Blake here wanting this to go 10 down and he gets it.
Loves it. He knew that was in the moment it left his hand too.
All right.
No celebration though.
Just the fist pump.
Very disappointed with that one. I mean, I was hyped, but don't get me wrong.
How traditional.
Zac James in for the par, and dare say Dan and myself will also be in for the par. So we're going to stroll over to hole 11, Fergs, which is a traditional Canberra and Sizzler hole. And probably one that you wouldn't be too bad at, I would say, with a little Heiser flip backhand.
We'll find out one day when I get there.
If only you two boys would come out to a Canberra state champs.
Yeah, this century. Hole 11, it's a 101 metre par 3. Avoid the kangaroos, avoid the swamp hens, avoid the mallard ducks, and just get it in the basket.
It's easy as you like, boys.
Yeah, that's it. No, most people right-hand, backhand, avoiding that tree right there.
That
which
little
seems
tree.
to catch everyone.
Only needs a few more discs to hit it before it dies, and then we can actually enjoy the hole. Because that little tree just is a sucking vacuum for
Tim.
backhands.
Ooh, that one came out with quite a bit of flex.
That's
That was a
disappointing.
big baseball throw, that one.
You know, I put it to 5 metres with a flex forehand in round one. And of course, as soon as I'm on camera, just lamb shank. I just can't help but give Ash a bit more ammo for the lamb shank segment.
Oh, Zach just also catching that one. Dan, this is kind of shaping up nice for his Heiser flip-ups, but...
Goes over the top of it, tickles that branch, sneaks around that one. You'll have a...
Not going to lie, I am enjoying seeing some trees getting hit by the Canberra boys.
You're welcome.
They're
What about me? You enjoy it when I hit them, Paddy?
Oh, I watch it late into the night, to be honest.
Blake with a clear backhand Heiser around the tree.
Yep.
And wrapping up. Yep, no problems at all from that distance for Blake.
Tim, this should be pretty straight forward, up and down from yourself.
Yeah, would have liked to have gone the backhand. Had to go the forehand straddle out though.
Easy.
Yeah, look, we're happy
Lovely.
with that.
What's that thing? That's not your MX-5.
It's my A5 actually.
A5.
Yeah, it was a hand-me-down from Blake. He's obviously Discraft sponsored now and handed me down that disc, and it's a beauty. So thank you, Blake.
Zach, just step in that one and maybe leaving it a little bit short.
Got to have a bit of love in your bag. You got any hand-me-down discs, boys? I love throwing hand-me-down discs.
Oh,
Prodigy.
I've got a nice beaten up,
Yeah, nah.
good old beaten up pre-flight number Wraith.
Ooh,
that I got
hello.
from someone in 1973.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Zac James, great
jeez.
pass.
Great putt. He wanted that one to clean up his par.
I used to have some old Innova in the bag. Yeah, before that. That's going back a while now.
Solid putt there from Blake. Also cleaning up the par.
Ooh, sloppy on the mini pickup.
Oh, no.
Tim.
Yeah, we hated that one, boys. It's hard to watch. I knew it was coming. But, yeah, struggling with the grip and the fingers at the moment. Was just hating it on the last hole and this hole in particular.
Yeah.
The bathrooms are on the very next hole. Good chance to wash the hands. And, yeah, unfortunately, one hole too late for me.
Don't go for the grit bag, the powder.
I was doing a lot of powdering. It was just sticky, muggy and swollen fingers out there. But, look, we should take one of those. As we have a look at the leaderboard, Zac James with a rocky start. He's 8 down, tied for second. Blake Houston's the leader at 10 down. I'm 2 down, under par, and Zan Frost 1 behind at 1 down.
Thank you for joining us for this front 11 holes of the Sizzler 2025. We'll see you for the back 11 soon.
Yeah, on Park's channel. Check it out.